Hello and welcome everybody to the 2014 MPWF Royal Rumble on WWE 2K14. And DJ Johnny Feelgood here, your commentator forever and always of the Major Pain Wrestling Federation, and you're looking at this video thinking, what the fuck is this? Well, I can tell you this right now, folks. The MPWF has returned to YouTube. A little thing's going differently. The Royal Rumble is up on YouTube, and I'll explain it a little bit. Just hang on for a second here, guys. First things first. The MPWF is returning for 6 weeks. What we're going to do here is a road to WrestleMania 4, starting from the Royal Rumble, 6 weeks of MPWF action to WrestleMania. As you know before in previous videos, through frustrations from YouTube and frustrations from professional wrestling in general, I lost a lot of steam and a lot of drive to put out any core wrestling episodes, any MPWF. But folks, I've decided that, you know what, 6 weeks, road to WrestleMania is going to happen, but a little things have happened differently here now in the MPWF. I'm completely changing the MPWF. It's a complete reboot that's happening to the MPWF here, folks. Similar storylines from before. New storylines are going to begin. The superstars of the World Wrestling Future are going to be moved up to the MPWF because the brand split is back here in the MPWF once again, folks. And if you head to our Facebook page right now, you can check out the rosters. You can see, and what we're going to be doing is no longer going to be War and Annihilation. We're going to be using Raw and SmackDown, as well as using the actual WWE Championship belts during the game. Basically, I just want a new look for the MPWF, new change, new everything. This is about a road to WrestleMania 4, and it starts here with the Royal Rumble. And basically, folks, I found a way for core wrestling to survive on YouTube, and we can post whatever the fuck we want in the videos. What that basically to do is you have to make your video unlisted. So I have some old YouTube accounts which I had from before, an old MPWF Raw and MPWF SmackDown account, hence the brand split. And basically, I'm going to be uploading episodes and pay-per-views on these accounts, but making them unlisted. So if you go in the description box below, you can see the pre-show and the Royal Rumble, which is already uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch it in its entirety right there because it's unlisted. It's not a public video. YouTube can't do all those laws, can't do anything because it's a private video because it's unlisted, which basically means, like I said, the other videos are public, so they can do whatever they want to them. But with it being a private video, it's like I've just made something at my house and I'm showing it to a group of friends. So that's how the MPWF video is going to work. I'm going to post one of these videos here with the match cards, and it's going to have in the description box is going to be a link to the event, and then we can watch the link to the event. We can use songs you want to use, things you want to use, no restrictions. So let's get right down into the match card and explain the thing here, folks. I know this may be a little overwhelming with all the changes that are going on here, but we're going to continue, and things will start to make sense. Things will start to, you grasp onto more things as we go on. But this is the matchup that's going to be taking place on the pre-show. A fatal 4-way steel cage match for the Cruiserweight Championship, and it will be a SmackDown brand match. Jigsaw, the Cruiserweight Champion, will defend his belt against El Grande, Kid Mysterio, and Johnny Vegas. Like I said, fatal 4-way steel cage match, and the winner of this matchup not only becomes the Cruiserweight Champion, but they earn a spot in the 2014 Royal Rumble matchup on the actual main show of the Royal Rumble. Now for the main card, the Raw brand has a fatal 4-way ladder matchup to crown an Intercontinental Champion that hasn't been crowned yet. We have Tony SPARXX, the man who believes he's face, Superstar Craig David, Racist Reese Bobby, and the God of War Apollo will compete in a fatal 4-way ladder matchup, the winner becoming the first ever Intercontinental Champion in MPWF history, as well as all 4 of these men will compete later on in the night in the Royal Rumble match. As you all know, Richard Hawkins and Ryan SPARXX have had their problems, and they're going to finally solve it. Richard Hawkins has never beaten Ryan SPARXX in singles competition, and it eats Richard Hawkins alive. He's going to try and take the United States Heavyweight Championship belt away from Ryan SPARXX tonight, but Ryan SPARXX looks to keep that belt because both men will be competing in the Royal Rumble matchup, and both men are clear favorites to win in the Royal Rumble. But the thing here is, what will Ryan SPARXX do with Vermongo on the side of Richard Hawkins? Can Richard Hawkins gain his legitimacy back, or will Ryan SPARXX continue to build the popularity and the momentum that he has so far in the MPWF in this past year of 2013? Alfred Gray has done everything he can to stop Sean Stevens from main eventing WrestleMania, and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, 2 members of the Syndicate. If you were watching MPWF on the Daily Motion, they decided what was going on wasn't right, and Alfred Gray kicked them out. The Syndicate took them out, so they are no longer in the MPWF. And nonetheless, they attacked the Eclipse as well, trying to take him out. And Shawn Stevens and the Eclipse have banded together to make a team called the Fallen, the last sons of a generation that are trying to stop Alfred Gray. Can they win tonight? It will be for the MPWF World Tag Team Championships against 2 of Alfred Gray's cronies in Lamar James Jackson and Antonio Goldman. This will be a best 2 out of 3 falls no disqualification match with huge implications. The winners of this matchup will advance to the Royal Rumble. Now, if Shawn Stevens and the Eclipse win, Shawn Stevens has to compete at #1 in the Royal Rumble matchup. The Eclipse doesn't matter, but he does get in the Rumble match. If they lose, then the NWA will get into the Royal Rumble match. So like I said, there is huge implications with this matchup. Whichever team wins will advance to the Royal Rumble. Whichever team doesn't, well, your dreams go bye-bye of main eventing WrestleMania 4. And then, of course, we have to have the MPWF Championship match. The belt will be on the line. Lethal Mathematics will defend against Ivan Volkov. Ivan Volkov is the winner of the King of the Ring, which earned him the right to challenge at the Royal Rumble for the title. Mathematics, still the champion, has the biggest challenge of his career, the challenge of his title reign, to try and defeat undefeated Ivan Volkov. And the same for Ivan Volkov. This is the toughest challenge of his career, to try and win the big one, the MPWF Championship. Who is going to win? This is going to be one hell of a matchup. And obviously, last but not least, we have the Royal Rumble matchup as well, folks. 30 men, 1 dream, 1 hope. Who will get to WrestleMania? Now, the thing is, folks, the interpromotional matchup, Ivan Volkov will be representing SmackDown. Lethal Mathematics will be representing Raw. Now, if Lethal Mathematics loses, SmackDown will have the MPWF Championship, and Raw will have to do something about a world title. If Ivan Volkov loses, then obviously Raw keeps the MPWF Championship, and SmackDown will have to do something about a world title. So there's huge implications. And the winner of the Royal Rumble, if you are a Raw superstar, you will challenge for whatever the world title is on Raw. If you are a SmackDown superstar, you will challenge for whatever the world title is on SmackDown. So with that said, folks, this is the 2014 Royal Rumble. It is just 1 click away. Click right now, description box, watch the pre-show, watch the Royal Rumble. The MPWF is back. I'm Dwayne James, Johnny Feelgood, and I'm signing out. Good night, folks.